I think it's the new setup, man. But you can hear me like just fine. I don't
I
know
can
why.
hear you fine. Just in case, just do a recording, just a short recording right now, and just send it to me. Just for editing stuff. Just like take a 5 second thing, and then once I see it, then we'll be good. Does that make sense?
All right, we'll do it about a 10 second, and then I will head on over to the Discord, upload a file, head on over to videos, and then okay, yeah, cause on my screen it appears as both of us.
All right. Just oh, like that.
Yeah,
Look at this. I'm loving this. Awesome. I'm loving your setup. I wish I could see it, dude.
yeah, yeah. But you'll be able to see it once I edit it.
Well, no worries. We can run it right now, if you want.
Yeah.
You want to run it, you want to start from the top, or you want me?
All
I feel
right.
like you should.
So let's actually just run it from the top, man, because
Let's do it.
I got everything all set up here. I'm ready to go. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
oh, what's
sorry.
up?
No, no, one more thing before we start. Once this video is done, um, do you want me to do the TikTok? You want me to make a TikTok page?
Yeah, yeah,
Eh, Do you want me to do the, I mean, because I don't want to take it all from you. Do you want to post it on YouTube, or do you want me
yeah.
to edit it?
Just send
Do you
me
want me
whatever.
to edit?
Just send me whatever clips you make, and then I'll
Okay.
post it to the YouTube page.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna do that right now. We're gonna start. The week one's our first video.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So what's going on, guys? I'm Nick. He's Jake. This is the fantasy football recap where we talk about all things fantasy football. So, how you feeling today after week one, bud?
That's it's a great question, Nick. I mean, I'm not really feeling so hot, no. I can't lie. I am gonna be humble about this, and I do have receipts to prove it too. I started off 1-3 with all my fantasy leagues, so not really the best start. Um, and there's a lot of improving I gotta do with my roster. And yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I think week one spoke to us a lot, just from you know, who's going to be, who should we be paying attention to, and who we should not be focusing on. Especially the start of the first inaugural game of this 2025 season. We'll talk about that later on, but I gotta ask you, Nick. We were texting, and you said, I asked you, Mike, how'd you do? And you said I wasn't doing so high.
no,
You
I
said it
was not doing
how
so
it
hot at
is.
all. Like matter of fact, amongst all my leagues, I went 1-3 as well.
Oh, okay. Well, look at that.
The only game I won in actually was the 20 man, but
The which one?
the 20 man league.
The 20 man league?
Yeah.
I don't
Um,
remember you telling me that you were in a 20-man league.
yeah. So for those of you who don't know, whoever been keeping up on my TikTok or on my Instagram, right? Or no, TikTok or my YouTube page, you probably are unaware about me running a 20-man fantasy football league with this guy Joey Sports on TikTok. I got chosen to be a part of his league out of like 300 people in that Discord server. And I scored the most points in week one on that
That's
20-man
crazy.
league.
Sorry about that. I gotta get a chair.
No, no, it's okay. It's okay.
I should actually get a. You know what? Sorry, I hate doing this. Can I get a chair and then we can just run it from the top? Would you mind? Because that's gonna like.
JK.
Just kidding.
JK. But yeah, the only game I won was my 20-man.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won my 10-man league. I'm in three 10-man leagues, and then no, I think it's 2-2. It's two 10-man leagues and two 12-man leagues. And like I said before, I'm never touching. I'm not going anyone. I'm sorry. I'm not going anywhere near like a 12 plus fantasy league. That's just too much anxiety.
Well, I
But
mean, especially when the draft process is like super super stressing because you don't know how to prep for a 20-man league. This is my first 20-man draft I've ever done, and having week one with the most points can be pretty humbling, if you ask me.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean that's what a whole 20-man league is. I mean, the whole purpose is to humble yourself and to realize that your team is probably like B, C tier at best. So
Yeah.
and also, but I gotta admit, like, the more people join the fantasy leagues, I feel like you actually get to know more of the players. Obviously, I mean, you gotta have to do way more research. I mean, you take it like you say, you join a Discord, right? And you're a part of it, like with 300 people or something like that. Like,
It's somewhere between 300 and 350 people that I got chosen from out of to play in a 20-man league.
that's great, and congrats on that. That's like I'm not really the best with math, but that's some pretty unlikely odds that you were to be chosen from that, and here you are.
So yeah, big shout out to this guy at Joey Sports.
Shout out Joey Sports.
I'm gonna pull up the TikTok here and figure out.
Word. When you do, hold on. Let me do something real quick. I think we gotta take like a 30-second break. I gotta find a chair, a better one.
All right. So while Jake goes on and finds a chair,
I gotta do my quest real quick. Hold on, because I'm not really in the most professional setup.
yeah. While Jake goes on and finds a chair, this guy Joey, he's got around 7,300 followers on TikTok. He does mostly fantasy football content, and he was in charge of running a 20-man fantasy football league with people that are in the Discord server, which is in the link in his bio. I got chosen as part of 300 people on that Discord server to be a part of a 20-man league. So I'm going to give you the rundown of what happened, actually. So during the 20-man league, in week one, I won 126.28 to 99.86. Some key players that actually did very well, on my team at least, are Jalen Hurts and Javonte Williams actually turning out to be a sleeper. Travis Etienne did very solid against Carolina. Ted McMillan didn't do half bad. Neither did Hunter Henry. But the Broncos defense really shattered Cam Ward. I do not know how bad Cam Ward was. But they said it wasn't all his fault, though. Alright. So
Okay,
he's
I'm
back. He's back.
I'm sorry to steal the one-man show, but this is way better.
No.
My
You're
bad,
all
bro.
you're all good. I was talking about what happened to my 20-man.
Oh, so let's talk about your 20-man league. Who's your team? I don't know if you showed me because we only looked about. Then we only looked.
We only looked at my main
two
teams.
of your right.
Two of my 12-man leagues.
Yeah, two of your 12-man. I want to see this 20-man team. I'm really intrigued.
All right, so the full starters are on my TikTok page, but at quarterback I got Jalen Hurts.
Really?
I took him with the second-round pick.
Huh. That's a great start. All right. Let's hear the running backs.
My two running backs are Javonte Williams and Travis Etienne.
Yo, Javonte Williams had a game, bro. He had such a great game.
I know,
How hyped were you to see that Cowboys-Eagles game? Didn't he have like 2 rushing touchdowns?
he had 2 rushing touchdowns.
Insane, man. You were probably leaping for joy when you saw that.
I was hyped. I really thought that Dak was gonna throw the ball a lot more often, but Javonte Williams, knowing that Jalen Carter was out with that ejection,
Oh my
that gave him the
goodness.
opportunity to run the ball.
That's crazy. Like, I don't know if that was the first thing going into your head, like, oh, this is gonna be great for Javonte Williams, fantasy owners. But that whole what went down, just to, I don't want to like drift apart your 20-man league roster here, but let's talk about that.
Yeah, you know what? Let's
What
talk
was
about
going
that game.
through his mind? Like, I get it. I was seeing some different perspectives and videos online and on social media, like Dak Prescott spit on the ground near Jalen Carter, and that's what initiated it.
Yeah,
But
and the ref didn't
I-
see that.
Yeah, you need John Boy for that, man. Like a lip reading video.
or my boy Marsky.
Yeah, or anyone, that can just like crack the code of what they were saying to each other, and what happened.
We gotta get
I was
Marsky on
confused.
here. He's like the goat of all like football voiceover commentary.
Yeah, but like in actual seriousness, like I don't know what was going through Jalen Carter's head. I get it. Maybe Dak Prescott said something, and you know he was just hyping up like, oh, like you're not gonna do shit. Like I don't know if we can curse, but I'm just saying like how Dak Prescott probably initiated something that infuriated Jalen Carter, and that's what caused him to do that that very asinine action. That was very I don't agree, obviously, and I think that was Chris Collinsworth, wasn't he commentating that game?
Yeah, it was
Like,
Mike Tirico and
yeah,
Chris Collinsworth.
yeah, and Chris Collinsworth, and both of them just kind of made it clear that that's something you shouldn't be seeing, you shouldn't be doing in the first place, because
Nah.
I mean, yeah, like I get it, it's a physical game, football, but spitting or insults, like all that stuff, I think that's very unnecessary.
Yeah,
And
and
I
you're
hope
just
Jalen
throwing away your
Carter,
game entirely if you just go about
yeah,
doing something immature like that.
I hope Jalen Carter just learns his lesson to be a little bit more mature on the field.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's just trying to, I felt like Dak Prescott was definitely rage baiting him. He was
Yeah,
rage
I
baiting
feel
the
like
hell out of him.
spitting in his
So,
general direction without the officials seeing anything, only for him to
yeah,
spit on him and then get flagged.
exactly. It's just funny how that works sometimes. Like how like in school where the bully picks on you first and no one sees it, and then once you finally stand up for yourself, you're like, you can't do that. Like I don't know if like it's not really exactly how it is, because Jalen Carter could have said to himself, "Whoa, I'm not gonna do anything stupid. I'm just gonna turn around, walk away, and I'm just gonna prove it. I'm gonna prove it in a game. I'm gonna prove him wrong." Even though the Eagles, came out with a dub, I think that would have been like more trouble for Dak Prescott if Jalen Carter was on the field.
Yeah, to be
So
completely honest, I think it should have been a blowout. It should have been
it
much.
should have been.
It should have been much worse than that.
The reason why it was a back to forth was because of Jalen Carter's stupidity and that one action that he did. I don't know what this. I mean, was it just a 1 game suspension?
I think the ejection, because it happened before the first play from scrimmage,
Hmm.
it actually counted as a suspension.
Right.
Yeah, and he got fined
So
like a little over $57,000.
yeah, which is just pocket change to those NFL players.
Oh yeah,
Imagine we were charged $57,000. I wouldn't even know what to do.
yeah. When you're getting paid like millions of dollars in paycheck money per season,
Yeah, for sure.
plus
But
plus a couple 100,000 in incentives.
yeah. But I want to ask you before we were talking about the 20-man league. What's your thoughts about the whole Jalen Carter thing? Because I kind of gave you my take.
Yeah, I honestly think you said it all, man. It's
Yeah.
just it was just being stupid, and his stupid actions cost him dearly, and cost his own team dearly. I mean,
Yeah.
sure they walked away with the win, but it could have been much worse.
I agree. It could have been way worse. Honestly, it could have had a much more probably like a fight on the field, which we've seen. Which game, man? Wasn't there a game that there was a fight on the field, or am I just talking about baseball? I'm thinking about baseball,
You're
probably.
thinking about baseball.
I'm probably thinking about baseball. I think. Well, this is not about baseball, but I remember there was a fight this week or 2 weeks ago, somewhere recent. But anyways, happy it didn't really escalate, but it shouldn't have been a problem in the first place.
No.
And this isn't towards Jalen Carter. Also, I also feel like, I get it. Like it's the heat of the moment. Dak Prescott, Cowboys, Eagles, like both sides of the team, trying to get at each other's heads. But honestly, just like spitting, even just insinuating that, like just spitting in general, like near someone, like what Dak Prescott did, because there was physical proof that Dak Prescott did start it first, if I'm
Well,
not
yeah,
mistaken.
because it was shown in the first general replay, like the first slow motion replay,
Right. Yeah. And they
and the
weren't even
official
paying
didn't even see
attention
it.
to Dak.
Yeah, but yet again, I just hope Jalen Carter's, his PR team is probably stressing right now. But I just hope he improves and just, you know, takes action to his consequences, and he becomes a better man from this. But um, that's enough of that. I just wanted to. I know we were supposed to talk down the, in our game recaps, but let's hear that 20-man roster of yours.
All right, so I already talked about
start from the top real quick. Start from
So
the top.
it was Jalen Hurts, Javonte Williams, Travis Etienne, who had a great game against Carolina.
Dude, your running back core is great for a 20-man league.
And
good for you, man.
the
Great for
receivers
you.
I thought should have done better though. Brian
well-
Thomas Jr. and Ted McMillan.
I like McMillan. McMillan had a good catch, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a couple of those. He had a couple good
Yeah,
catches.
And oh, you know who had a really good catch? Tesla from the Lions.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that?
Even though it
Oh
wasn't
my
garbage
God.
time, but what a catch!
That was insanity, bro.
I was going like, give me that Odell.
Yeah. Dude, he's like the next Odell, I guess. People
I was
are
like,
just gonna be
I was like,
Tesla.
what the hell?
No, people. I don't know. That's crazy. I mean, white men can jump, after all.
Yeah, turns out.
You know that movie, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, white men can't jump. Nah, just from that. I mean, look. I'm not even surprised, even from Tesla, because he's the wide receiver. What?
I think it's like the wide receiver 5 or the
wide
4.
receiver. He's definitely not the top. Yeah.
See,
but
so what do you got?
that's
Yeah, Amon Ross
that.
St. Brown, Jamison Williams,
Jamison
Khalif
Williams.
Raymond.
Right.
Then I
think
think
he's
it's
wide-
Tesla. I'm not sure.
I think he's 4. Nick. So but still, I mean, I'm not trying to like degrade the wide receiver positions. I mean, they're there. They're in the depth chart for a reason.
Yeah.
But just seeing that play, crazy athleticism, and it's also showing that just how much the game has progressed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because usually you got to see like your favorite stars doing those catches, like Odell or Randy Moss during that time. But now we're gonna see a bunch of those highlights, and it's only week 1. And I gotta give my my credit to Isaac Tesla. That was probably the catch of. It might be catch of the year, but yet
Might
again, we
be,
have 16 weeks.
but it's only
and
week 1.
Playoffs. Yeah, it's just a startup. But
So yeah.
what a play! We gotta play that.
Yeah.
I don't think I can jump that high, Nick. Can you?
No, I can't.
I don't think I can jump over a garbage can if I tried.
Nah. Not. Oh, those public street garbage cans? Absolutely not.
Yeah, probably. It's not gonna
Anyway,
be pretty.
BTJ definitely could have done better, even though he did get a touchdown, but it was a rush, so it gave me more points.
Yes. Yeah, better than a receiving touchdown, right?
Yeah. Then I got Hunter Henry, who did okay. I mean, Henry did put up more than he was projected.
Despite the loss against the Raiders, but I mean, yeah. How many points did Hunter put
He
up?
got 10.6 when he was projected 8.8.
But let me tell you something. That's great points for a tight end. That's great.
In today's day and
Just-
age standards, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless-
I mean, well, look what we were talking about last time about the whole tight end market. I mean, just getting from the double digits and getting a decent tight end. That's great. I mean, yeah, that's still a solid pick for a 20-man league. Hunter Henry, he's probably like top 10, right? Wouldn't he?
I think he was my 7th round pick. In a
Well,
tw-
tight
in-
end wise, tight end wise. I don't mean like.
He's borderline at least top 10, if not top. He's got to be
Yes.
top 15, if not top 10.
He would be around that range, but I don't think this team's bad at all, Nick.
Then I have Devontae Smith, who was not targeted at all.
Oh God, we got to talk about that. We'll save that because we'll talk about game recaps. I got some notes on that, but
Yeah.
Devontae Smith, your flex. on.
Broncos defense really shattered Cam Ward,
Yeah.
but
What did I tell you? Who did I say was the AFC sleeper team of this year?
The Denver Broncos.
Were you thinking about me when the Broncos?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I was actually thinking about what point
You
you made
should've-
last time.
The what?
The point you made last time, where the Denver Broncos being the sleeper team of the AFC.
They are, bro. Guys, if I were you, I would invest in any Broncos wide receiver while you have the chance. While you have the chance. Why not?
If you can
I
trade
mean-
for Marvin Mims, get him. If you can get
Marvin Mims. Pat
Cortland
Bryant.
Sutton for a price, go for it.
Yes. Risk. I would risk for like a Broncos offense player. I would.
Yeah.
If I saw him on the waivers, I would pick them up like crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
trust me, I mean, Bo Nix is also a great fantasy quarterback.
Okay,
Uh,
and I
I-
got
I mean-
Harrison Butker to be my kicker. But if I look at my
Oh.
bench, I have Jared Goff, Mason Taylor, Roshan Johnson, the Jags defense, Kyle Juszczyk, Younghoe Koo is my backup kicker. But
Mm-hmm.
I left one player out. You know why?
you leave out?
Because I think he's like a big sleeper. But we'll talk about that in a second. So
Yeah, we can't give it away. We can't.
we can't give it away. We'll get to
We're gonna
that when
have
we
a
talk about
moment
the
of
sleepers.
suspense.
So, Bust Anonymous time.
Ah, crap. All right. First off, can I start it off? 'Cause I
Yeah,
just wanna
so
get this
your
out of the way. I
five
know
biggest
one of us-
so let's start with your 5 biggest busts.
All right. Well, I think this is gonna be my first. Just watching from this game alone, and I was disappointed to say that AJ Brown, man.
He's my bust of the
AJ
week.
Brown. Bust of the week, man. AJ Brown. I mean, look. It's just so infuriating because he didn't. Remember, he was projected to like make up a lot of points last year, and he couldn't read. He couldn't really. I think that was mostly Devontae Smith. I was just thinking in general. That's just the Eagles wide receiver core.
No, really,
Um,
I was thinking it was just because Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley have been carrying the running game like so
that
well.
too, man. And here's the thing too. I mean, here's something that I want to mention this. So Jalen Hurts got the 2 rushing touchdowns, right? And so basically in 2023, 2 seasons ago, he was the first ranked QB for 15 rushing touchdowns. Last year, he was tied 3rd for 14 rushing touchdowns. I mean, let's I mean, just from what I mentioned, you know what I'm gonna get?
Yeah,
Like, if you're gonna invest in in an offense like wide receivers like AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, you gotta have that in the back of your head that Jalen Hurts loves running the ball. Expect the unexpected. I mean,
Yeah.
you have a dual threat quarterback and you have the best running back in the league. And I get it. Like, it looks great on paper having, oh, I got AJ Brown as my wide receiver 1. Oh, that's great. But like I said before, it's all about target shares. It's
It
all
really-
about target shares.
it really
I
is.
get it. It depends. It depends on how good the team is, but like, you got to think. I would rather start like just from the game what I saw. Just using this as an example, like Michael Pittman over AJ Brown. Call me crazy if you must, but
yeah. Even
It's-
Michael Pittman had a better game than AJ Brown.
Oh
That's
my
saying a
gosh.
lot.
we'll talk about him later. But I'm just using him as an example, or anyone. I feel like there's a bunch of wide receivers that are going over people's heads, and they're like, "Oh, look, I got an Eagles player." Like, don't like look. I get it. Like the Eagles have one of the most dominant offenses. That's what won them a Super Bowl last year. I get it. But if you're gonna keep seeing the stats that Jalen Hurts has ran over, 15 plus 13, do the math. That's like what, 28?
Yeah, 28.
rushing touchdowns in the past 2 seasons. 28 rushing touchdowns. If you think about it, it's a lot. And I get it, but that red zone presence is going to speak a lot. I mean, you know how they run when it comes to their play calling. They got a very aggressive offense, got a wonderful offensive line, so it can easily run the ball.
Yeah,
I mean,
they really can.
yeah. But I don't know. I just don't think. I mean, don't get me wrong. We are talking about fantasy, premise-wise, but I just don't think Eagles wide receivers are gonna, live it up this year. If this is what we're gonna keep seeing, against the Cowboys, that
Yeah.
game. And same thing can go with George Pickens, who would be my number 2.
I
George
have him
Pickens-
actually as a dishonorable mention.
he's a dishonorable everything, man. He's a dishonorable reason why I'm screaming in my pillow every night. Um, I just I don't understand. It's not like it was his fault. You know what I'm getting at? But
Yeah.
we gotta think because usually it can go both ways, right? And I don't like to be arrogant and be like, oh, it's the quarterback. It's all. It's just the
No.
whole play calling in general
Yeah.
from the Cowboys end. But look, I don't know why we're under. I mean, not trying to like call out the Cowboys, but I feel like you're underestimating Pickens, man. He's a solid player. He's a solid player.
Yeah.
Why? What's going on? Why did he get? I mean, yeah, C.D. Lamb had a okay. I mean, at the end he didn't, because he was supposed to get those two game-saving catches, and he bobbled and dropped them. And I felt like George Pickens probably could have caught one of them. And
Yeah,
then that would have put him.
he definitely could have,
know?
but it definitely came down to the play calling, and I think CeeDee Lamb definitely had a way better game than we all thought he would.
Yeah, I mean, yet again, I mean, let's just looking at his stats from the game. He had 7 receptions for 110 yards. So I mean, he was the top receiver in that game. But yet again, if I'm a CD Lamb owner, fantasy owner, like yeah, I'd be happy due to the fact that he finished a job. But I mean, think about how many more points he could have like gained, like for every fantasy owner, if he got one of those catches, because that was like a 30, 40 yard throw for each from Dak Prescott's end.
Yeah,
And I'm not even saying. I mean, I can't lie. Looking at those throws, that they were on target. It
yeah,
wasn't
they were
anywhere
right in his
misplaced.
breadbasket too.
Yeah, right there. He could have scooped it up with his shirt if he wanted to.
I know, with that undershirt he's got, yeah, he definitely could have
Yeah.
got it.
I don't know, man, but I hate being mean. I know these are professionals. It's their jobs. I'm not a professional. I barely made out Pee Wee football. All right, guys, but still, those are the kind of catches you need. That's you need the reliability. You need someone to be reliable as your wide receiver one. And I hope CeeDee Lamb just like practices from that. I hope for practice and he's doing those kind of drills.
Yeah.
Those deep balls those are game changers.
Yeah, they're really gonna have to work on their bond together, CD and Pickens, because knowing that Dak Prescott is gonna want to spread the load this week because they have a Giants defense this week that could not stop the run whatsoever.
Oh God, I don't even want to talk about them. I don't even want to say their name. They're not. They don't play like the Giants. I'm sorry. They don't play like the Giants.
No.
They play like the little Giants. They play like a bunch of dwarfs. Like
They could not stop the run.
why give such a terrible team an intimidating name? They don't even deserve that kind of name. Sorry, the reason why I'm only saying this is because obviously me and Nick are both, you know, both depressed Giants fans.
Who want to see the future play.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen the second week, but third week, yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna happen. Either week 3, maybe week 3, or I don't know.
Oh, I would rather see him week
Depends.
4. Week 4, I would definitely
Week
rather
4
see
or
him.
week 5 the latest.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So basically, if I were you guys, or just I'm pointing this out. I mean, I think George Pickens is gonna have a redemption game, in my opinion. Against the Giants especially. I'm not saying the Giants secondary is awful, but it's much more of an improvement when you're, just getting out of the loss against the top team in the NFC. So, I would still obviously CeeDee Lamb performed very, very well. And then George Pickens. But besides that, and I guess Javonte Williams, I guess. I mean, like you said in your 20-man league, Nick, should people keep their eye on Javonte Williams after that game?
Yeah, yeah. We'll,
I
we'll
mean-
talk we'll talk about that with Javonte Williams in a minute, but
Yeah.
my second
Um,
boss of the week is Isaiah Pacheco.
Yes, dude. What happened? I mean, like, Chargers defense was on that, but crazy, just crazy.
Yep.
It's insane. Let me just hold on. I just gotta charge my thing.
Yeah. Man, top 2 busts of the week being AJ Brown and Isaiah Pacheco. You know what? I'll take the time to answer some questions in chat. Romer Jamo. I'd rather say Jamison Williams. Roma Dunze did fantastic on Monday night. But the only thing with me is that the Bears couldn't hold the comeback. And would you trade Flowers for any one of these guys? RJ Harvey, Kenneth Walker, DeAndre Swift, or Bill Krusky Merritt? Not for a running back. Unless it's a flex option, I would trade for at least... no, Zay Flowers actually had a decent enough game, but I really don't feel like he's going to carry on to the promised land in the near future. And he's very, very inconsistent. So if I were to trade Flowers off, I would say get someone like Krosky Merritt, or I would say RJ Harvey. They have a really, really bright future in the NFL. So yeah, the answer, Romer Jamo, Jamison Williams. And the trade question, I would say trade Flowers for RJ Harvey or Bill Krosky Merritt.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all right. So
It's not really like me, but
yeah.
yeah, I remember you were talking about
Pacheco being my second
right?
bus.
No, I mean so we're talking about our bus is definitely. You said Jamison Williams, right?
No, I said Isaiah Pacheco.
Oh, I thought you said Jamison Williams. I'm like, oh, no, Isaiah Pacheco, yeah. I don't know what's going on about that, but I don't think he was really running the ball very aggressively, but usually you just have those games, just on and off. But just watching that game in general was so refreshing.
To see the Chiefs lose in Sao Paulo to the Chargers. Imagine.
I can imagine. I mean,
Being
imagine no more. It's
yeah,
reality.
being exposed on an international level. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we never. I don't want to say, I don't want to quit and assume that this is a downfall of the Chiefs, but just from seeing that game alone, I mean, the Chargers really, they did a tremendous job. I'm very proud of that organization. They're very organized. Justin Herbert performed so well, especially under pressure. That last slide, it was smooth, man.
Yeah.
Did he play baseball?
It looked like he played baseball, sliding in the home plate safe.
Yeah, that was he was safe, man. No, I love that look in Herbert's face. He's like, I got y'all. I got your asses. I just loved looking at the close up. And that was the one time I wasn't annoyed by the instant replay cameras.
I know.
'Cause,
other than Kenny Pickett's fake slide in the ACC Peach Bowl game.
Yeah, well, that was about to be the ACL. That was about to be the ACL thing because he almost tore that.
I know. Especially when trying to pull up a fake slide.
That's and that's crazy. I forgot Kenny Pickett made that. He was the reason why that move was banned, and no one can do it.
He's my homeboy. What can I say?
Yeah, New Jersey legend, man.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Now he's the backup quarterback for the Eagles.
No, Raiders.
Oh my gosh, no, really?
He tried with the Browns, but he got
Raiders.
So he tried with he won a Super Bowl with the Eagles, got traded to the Browns,
Right.
and then he tried with the Browns before there was too many quarterbacks in that room, so he got traded to the Raiders, so that way they could build a future with Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders.
Right. I do not know ball, guys. That is very much my bad.
Yeah,
I'm
but
spreading misinformation.
nah, but
This is my last show.
no, but no, but Kenny Pickett really was a forgotten name in the NFL who won a Super Bowl. So
That's true. I mean, when he was the Steelers quarterback, and then now he's just a backup guy, or maybe the backup. I don't know.
nah, he's a
But,
backup. He's the backup to Geno.
Yeah.
because
But then-
Aiden O'Connell's hurt, and then you
Yeah,
have
I was gonna just say, what about Aiden O'Connell? But then if Aiden O'Connell becomes healthy again, then I mean,
Pickett's way better than O'Connell. Come on now.
yeah, that's true. I feel like just people have been underestimating Pickett, which I get. I mean, he didn't have the best seasons, but yet again, you're right. He was a starting quarterback in the first 2 years or something for a reason.
Yeah.
But
My third bust of the week. You're gonna be surprised when I say this. Tua Tagovailoa.
I am not shocked. I am not shocked when you say that. You know why? He caused 2 interceptions, 1 fumble. That's three turnovers. He caused 3 turnovers, rewarded the Colts 17 points. No, I am not surprised. I think that's very valid, and it just brings into question, why would you even pick up Tua in the first place? No offense, but I don't know.
But you gotta remember,
I don't think
Tua's first head coach was not Mike McDaniel.
No. It goes to the point where you shouldn't even be blaming the coaching. I mean, sometimes it has to do with the awareness. I mean,
And coming
It's
off
just
multiple
Tua wasn't-
concussions.
yeah, the concussions, the football IQ of his position, of where to, see his zones. I mean, it's not there. You just saw from the
No,
game.
it's not.
I mean, it's just insane. And I want to even mention just like Tyreek Hill, man. I don't know. Just that whole game was a disaster fest for Dolphin fans, and I feel very sorry for him. I hope it can like turn it upside down, But I don't know. I heavily doubt it. I don't know how their season's going to be, but yet again, this is going to be a little. I mean, if we're excluding the Bills, I guess it's going to be interesting to see between the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Patriots. So who's going to earn that number 2 spot, and maybe perhaps make a wild card appearance. So
Yeah.
we'll see, but Tua is a very valid pick. He's not really, impressing any of us, and he had a few years in the NFL. He could have proved us wrong, but I don't know.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to go the extra mile, Nick.
Yeah. So if you guys didn't watch my Bust Anonymous video, you probably are aware that my 4th bust of the week was in fact Cam Ward, but I'm going to replace that with Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
A consensus number 1 overall pick doing something like that.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, how many points did Jamar Chase put up?
Let's take a look here. I know he's on one of the teams somewhere.
I'm checking on Sleeper just cause.
Tyreek. Where the hell is Jamar Chase? Where the hell? He's on one of these teams here somewhere. I know that.
Oh, he put 4 points up.
Yeah, 4.8 points.
4.6 points to be exact in a sleeper. That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Nick, I did a lot of talking, but if you watched the game or if you followed up on it, what makes you think why he put those points up in the first place? Or did you see a lot of expectations, or what was going through your mind?
Like, you have a lot of expectations if you're a consensus top 5 pick anyway.
For sure. I mean, there's a lot of hype.
Let alone the first overall pick.
Yeah. And yeah, that's a lot to follow through. And hopefully we don't get to see those. I don't know. I can't lie. I wasn't really following much on the Bengals-Browns game, just due to I don't have Red Zone, and maybe I should, but still. If you watch the highlights or anything about that, but I mean, honestly, if you're thinking about your 2 targets, I mean, yeah, it's just T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, and then I don't know who else would really be in competition.
Yeah.
Who's
Two
who's
catches,
really, I mean,
2 catches for 26 yards off of 5 targets. That is just.
Yeah, from 5 targets to. I mean, 5 targets isn't that much, but still. Um, I don't know. I mean, I think it was just a fluke from Chase's end. And also, they were giving the ball to Brown, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, Chase Brown was in that offense
Chase.
too.
Yes, sir. I am happy to say, by the way, Nick. Um, I don't mean to, you know, drift aside here, but I've been on the eBay business so far. Been doing pretty well. I've been investing in some football autograph cards, right? And I got a Chase Brown card for like $13.
Damn, that's pretty
Like an
good.
autographed Chase Brown card.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, man. So I feel like we should do giveaways if we I don't know if you are big on that, but we should do giveaways for people that follow the page and stuff.
Yeah,
And show the love.
that could be exciting
That would be
to
that'd
offer
be very entertaining.
to offer a
No, but
giveaway.
yeah, I was I think that's just such a fun hobby to get into. It's like investing in stocks in a way. It's like, all right, like whose autograph I got under $10 too.
Yeah, and
this,
I was saying, don't
I'm-
you already have a Marvin Mims autograph card too?
not yet. Oh wait, no, yes I do. Yes I do. I have
You
a
talked
Marvin
about
Mims
that in
autograph.
week 0. I know that.
Dude, yeah, we did talk about it. I forgot. I'm losing track kind of. I gotta like organize everything, but this is someone that I thought performed like super. I mean, you probably heard of him, but I'm gonna save that for later because we gotta finish our bust, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
My number
we're
5.
drifting off.
My number 5 bus is down to one of two players, either Terry McLaurin, who I posted in the video, or T.J. Hawkinson.
T.J. Hawkinson, I think, is a valid one, but I wanna talk about that game a little bit because I was watching that. I made sure to finish it through. So I think I don't know, like when you were watching a game, Nick, right? And I was, I guess, like looking into JJ McCarthy and how his body language was. And do you think he was nervous that first half? I mean, this was his first NFL start, so do you think the nerves got into him the first half?
Yeah, and then something lit that fire under his ass that literally sparked that comeback. Down like what, 17 to
sure.
6?
Yeah, that pick six was a quick reminder to him that this. I felt like that was his welcome to the NFL moment. Um, in my opinion, because I mean, nothing's worse than your first interception, and it's a pick six, taking it down for like 70 yards
Yeah.
at Soldier Field, and I felt like that was a make or break moment for JJ McCarthy, and he stood on business. He stood
Yeah,
on business. So
And he generated
very,
the
very
comeback of a
proud for him.
lifetime. I don't
Yeah.
know what I don't know if that pick 6 lit a fire under his ass, but like something must have going into the halftime locker room.
Maybe Justin Jefferson beat the shit out of him, or maybe he got jumped by who knows, the Vikings mascot, or Randy Moss was one of the fans, and he
Or
jumped
maybe
aside,
Jordan
gave him a
Addison
pep
got into
talk.
the locker room while he was suspended.
Yeah, maybe Jordan Addison starting to hit him with his car or something, or
Oh
was
god.
that Addison or am I don't know.
I don't know.
My jokes are going.
Yeah.
I thought that was funnier in my head, and I guess not.
Yeah. But,
But- No, basically, in all seriousness, JJ McCarthy really impressed me the second half, and like I said it in the like I just said before, it was a make or break moment, and JJ McCarthy really stood his ground and looked like a captain. He looked like a leader on that field. He really did. He should be proud of himself of what he accomplished, even though yeah, it's the Bears, but still. It is not easy for your NFL start to be, in a against a division rival, in the opposing field. I mean, the NFC North is chippy, man. I'll tell you. Out of like all the divisions, it's up there. So, and yeah, I mean, he had the what? He had the one rushing touchdown, if I'm not mistaken. Then he had the touchdown to Jefferson. I mean, it was late, but JJ McCarthy really stood on business, but like you said, I mean the reason why we were talking about this is TJ Hawkinson's performance. I think JJ McCarthy, it was all in his head at first, and he just needed the win in general. So he wasn't really thinking about, maybe TJ Hawkinson, who was open a few times. Like, he was just trying to get the mission done. But once he gets, he gets comfortable, he gets, um, I'm sorry, I'm not even thinking with my words, but once he adjusts into that Vikings offense and he gets used to the rhythm, then I feel like TJ Hawkinson's gonna get more reps. I feel like we're gonna see the same dosage of points that we saw in the past from, you know.
Yeah. So we covered my 5 boss. But since you said CJ Hawkinson's gonna be like my legit point for my 5th boss, I'm probably gonna end up moving Terry McLaurin to my dishonorable mentions here. And
Tell me about it.
I have a lot of them. Let me just read them off here. I have Dak Prescott, C.J. Stroud, Bo Nix, Joe Burrow, Bryce Young, Jared Goff, Amarion Hampton, Caleb Johnson, Rashad White, Kenneth Walker, George Pickens, Nico Collins, Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, T. Higgins, Cooper Kupp, Matthew Golden, Devontae Adams, Calvin Ridley, and the newly added Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, that's a lot of names. that's a lot of names you got there, Nick.
Yep, and
But, yeah,
since
man,
since Kyle Pitts and Sam Laporta did the best of all the tight ends, I would have them lead this as score to tight ends. T.J. Hawkinson, Cade Otton, Evan Ingram. You failed me, man.
Yeah, man.
David Njoku
telling
and
you.
Mark Andrews.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not dude. That Ravens Bills game was just paradise for anyone that owned any player for especially Derrick Henry. Oh my goodness, that guy still got it.
And Josh Allen. What
Yeah,
the
man, Josh
hell?
Allen, too. And what about oh my gosh. How about we talk about some sleepers real quick? What about Keon Coleman, man?
Yeah, Keon Coleman.
He's the guy. He's the guy. He might be the next Stephon Diggs.
He could be, for all we know.
I said it.
He could be.
That's all I gotta say, guys. He might be the next Stephon Diggs. I mean,
But everybody's talking about Khalil
Josh
Shakir.
Allen's gonna-
Anybody's talking
Sorry.
about Khalil Shakir being the best in the next Stephon Diggs.
No. Keon Coleman. Josh Allen is gonna give Keon Coleman the superstar treatment this year. You watch. And I want someone to. I'm gonna clip this video, and just put the date right here, September 10th, 2025. That I said that Keon Coleman is this is gonna be his breakthrough year. And I don't know if you agree with me, Nick, but I'm serious. I think Keon Coleman, when I saw him in Florida State, he's a good talent. He's a good, talented young player. And Josh Allen is still in his prime. Even though he's in his late 20s, those 30s, the 3-0, the 30s are coming up to him like there's no tomorrow. But that doesn't really matter because Josh Allen's still doing Josh Allen things. So keep an eye out for Keon Coleman, everyone.
Yeah, I think we'll
That
just
is your
have to
guy.
wait and see, to be honest
That
with you.
is your guy. Trade for him, please.
I'd say we have to wait and see and find out, man, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, I mean, who are the Bills facing against?
And they're playing the Jets in week 2.
Oh my gosh! Now you gotta get Keon Coleman while you have the chance. I mean, dude. Yeah. But I know we're going all over the place, but
Yeah.
what do you want to talk about next?
So we did bust Anonymous. Yeah, let's just start going into next week. Let's go with our start sets for week 2.
Start 6 for week 2. All right.
All right. So my number 1 start is Hollywood Brown.
Okay. Well, Hollywood Brown put a hell of a performance because Xavier Worthy's still not there anymore. And he put 90. I think he marked down 99 yards against the Chargers, even with the loss. So I agree with you. Hollywood Brown's a very solid wide receiver.
And with Rashee Rice being suspended 5 more weeks, and Xavier Worthy, let's talk about that for a second. Xavier Worthy got dislocated his shoulder thanks to his own teammate Travis Kelce. Like, what the hell are those two doing?
I don't know. I saw this meme where it's kind of like, I wouldn't even call it a meme, but it was like a before and after video. I had to search it up, but it was like, which I am not a supporter, and I do not watch this podcast, all right, of the Kelsey brothers. But Taylor Swift was on it, and she mentioned it when she was sitting next to Trav. She's like, and when we got Xavier Worthy, I was so hyped. I was like, yeah. Like Taylor Swift was, she was explaining why, she's into football and like she's hyped that the Chiefs picked Xavier Worthy, and then it's like a close up on Travis Kelsey's face, and then just a hit on Xavier Worthy, like boom, like, and then people are like, oh yeah, he did it on purpose, bro. Like, well, it's just stupid sometimes what social media stirs up, but yet again, that's the number one instigating tool in 2025 is social media. But still,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
Xavier Worthy, what a tragic, there's a tragic way, like like for those owners, I mean,
For your own teammate to go down to a dislocated shoulder, courtesy of your own teammate at a tight end.
who would have thought?
And you know what I was thinking too when they bumped into each other? I was like, what are you doing?
I mean, I don't think it was on purpose, obviously, but something went wrong in that play calling, and I don't know who was supposed to go where, and I mean, was Worthy supposed to go shorter or longer, or was I think Kelsey was supposed to go the shorter route, and Worthy was supposed to go, because I know they were both slants, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I
So
think they ran a play concept to where like let's say here's Kelsey and Worthy's down at the slot here, right? So Kelsey's trying to run the drag
right,
route,
I can't see.
and then
I can't see.
and then Worthy was trying to go the slant route. So
Right.
so Kelsey took the drag, and then Worthy was supposed to take a slant, but he ended up running the opposite route anyway. He ran the drag, and it just knocked it into him.
Right. So basically, it was kind of Worthy's fault.
Then he ran into his own teammate and dislocated his own shoulder.
Yeah, that's tough. And that's
Fantastic.
tragic for Xavier Worthy. I mean, great for people that have perhaps Travis Kelsey
Or Hollywood
because
Brown.
he had that touchdown reception.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I said it from the week 0 one when we were talking about before, or just talking general. I mean, Travis Kelsey could still be up there, regardless of him being 35 years old. I'm just saying, like, it's very, a lot of people are skeptical due to his age, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you have Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy gone for now. You got to realize that, I mean, what spots are left? I mean, now these people are getting more target shares and they're becoming more important.
Yeah, well,
And
now
they're
you
gonna
got
get you points
now
later,
you got Hollywood Brown and Tyquan Thornton of all people that Patrick Mahomes is gonna have to throw to.
Yeah.
Aside from Travis Kelsey, obviously.
Aside from Travis Kelsey, of course. And also maybe Juju Smith.
Juju Smith-Schuster. Oh my God, I forgot.
TikTok boy.
I forgot about Corvette.
Corvette. Yeah,
Uh,
I forgot about him until, well, I remember one time he danced. I don't know if it was like a divisional game, but like he was dancing on their halftime logo, and boy, he got laid out. He got laid out.
Oh
I don't know if
yeah, I think I saw
This is
that.
boom, like it was.
I think I saw that.
And then I'm like, yeah, that's why I don't hear from Juju Smith anymore. No Corvette, just ER or ambulance. I don't know.
Anyway,
That was so not fun. He's just thinking about an ambulance, not a Corvette.
yeah.
but,
What's your number one start?
My number one start. Let me take a look. See. Well, I'm gonna go with my man. Just hear me out. I mean, maybe I'm starting with tight end, so I'm kind of being a little. Hold on, real quick. Excuse me.
So you're starting off with a tight end, huh?
That's why, you know what? I'm stopping myself. I am not starting with a tight end. That's a little unorganized of me.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, if I were to, dude, it's kind of tough because I was gonna say Genti, but against the Chargers and from their D line, it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
You know who I'm gonna say? you're gonna call me crazy on this, but their offense was amazing. From what I saw, that's probably my second most favorite game, excluding the um, Bills and Ravens game. Is the Jets' offense really impressed me a lot. That was a wonderful game. And one of the players that I want to start is Brees Hall.
Okay, that seems like a hot take.
I mean, Brees Hall or Garrett Wilson. I might say Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I definitely would take Garrett over Brees
I'm
Hall.
gonna say Garrett Wilson, except for Brees Hall, because Brees Hall, you also got to realize, he did have that really good game against the Steelers, but now, I mean, them against the Buffalo Bills, it's kind of, it's risky, but I don't know. Maybe we can see another. I mean, Justin Fields was very efficient against the Steelers,
Yeah,
despite their loss in the field goal. Like, why not? Why are we down to Jets?
yeah,
I'm not even saying this week. I'm just talking about in general. Like, maybe keep an eye out for Garrett Wilson. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
you should not underestimate him just because there's a new quarterback and everything's kind of new on that team. I felt like 32 points against, I mean, an experienced Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I can't believe Aaron Rodgers threw what, 4 touchdowns?
Yeah.
Guy was amazing.
Four
Um,
touchdowns, almost 400 yards.
You know who I'm gonna say also? Calvin Austin.
That I can agree with. Calvin
Calvin
Austin.
Austin. Did you see the game that he put up against the Jets?
Yeah. That
Phenomenal.
I can honestly agree with. Calvin
Phenomenal.
Austin.
You know what? Scratch Jets players because I know that's kind of like that's a little risky. If we're talking about safe here, dude, Calvin Austin's your guy. Calvin Austin and Aaron Rodgers. I mean, showing from that game alone, I get it. I mean, he literally played in the Jets. He kind of knows about the team and how they run their defense, yada yada yada, and the coaching. But still, Aaron Rodgers still got it. Four
Yeah.
touchdowns.
And that pass defense in Seattle is not as great, especially in like the short pass game or like screen passes. Just look at what they had to defend against the 49ers.
Yeah, I agree. So I think Calvin Austin is going to be not so much an underground name anymore.
Yeah.
If he keeps proving himself, and yeah,
So
I mean, like
your
you
number
said, the running back. Remember, I mean, the running backs aren't really that impressive. You mentioned about Jalen Warren, right? If I'm not mistaken.
he was one of my sits, I feel like. The Steelers running
I mean,
backs.
exactly. He was one of your sits. So who else are you gonna be like really focusing on it if you don't really have the best running back core? You
DK?
focus on your guys, Calvin Austin. He's your guy. I
Yeah,
mean, you
Calvin
got
Austin, DK Metcalf, Johnny Smith.
yes, you got a very good wide receiver core.
And that O-line's
got-
good
you got
enough
a
to
veteran
protect
team.
Rodgers.
Yeah, the Steelers did impress me in that game. It was such an entertaining game to watch. Also,
And it
But
was a
Calvin
game that
Austin-
we all thought was going to be very low scoring, especially with how
Oh,
the point spread
yeah.
was.
that's usually the best games. Like two teams that like two mid teams. I mean, that's even a compliment to Jets fans that I called them mid, but still, uh, it was still like we were underestimating. We were just assuming the worst. Like, oh, like, you know, Aaron Rodgers is like as fragile as a china plate. You know, plates in a china closet, and the Jets, they had Justin Fields. He's okay as a quarterback, and it's probably going to be a low-scoring game. You might see like 2 or 3 touchdowns, if that, and then it was just a back-to-forth haymakers. Like, psh, psh, touchdown, psh, field goal, psh, like everything was just going back and forth, and I was just astonished just to see those last game. I don't know, and it was so tragic. It was so tragic. Who was the one that who dropped the ball? Who fumbled the ball? Wasn't it um Xavier Gibson?
It was Xavier Gibson on the what was it, the kickoff?
Yeah, they released him.
Wow.
So it says it on here. the Jets released returner wide receiver Xavier Gibson following a crucial fourth quarter kickoff fumble in their 34-32 season opening loss to the Steelers. So,
They released him
man.
for that?
I think so. I want to just look at another source just to be sure.
Oh my god.
Dude, yeah, he's cut. It says on
Wow.
the Post. It says on New York Post. It says on CBS Sports. Even the New York Jets website. So I guess that's a very reliable confirmation that he is no longer a New York Jet.
So,
But
yeah.
crazy, man, really crazy. I mean, in replacement, the Jets have signed Isaiah Williams to bring in fresh personnel for return duties. So, from that one crucial drop, Xavier Gibson has been cut from the team, which I don't really understand why. Do you understand why, Nick?
I do not understand why he was cut.
I think that's a little bit of overreaction on the Jets end. I really do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Moving on.
really?
My number one.
It's not preseason. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. No, it's not. My number one sit for this week is Isaiah Pacheco.
You did say that before. We're talking about people we're starting, aren't we?
No. We talked about our first starter running. Now we're moving on to our first sit, and our first sit is Isaiah Pacheco.
Sit his ass to the metal bench. He will
Yep.
be the water boy for your fantasy lineup, Isaiah Pacheco.
Do you agree?
Because he has disappointed me and probably millions of you guys. So,
So
enough is enough.
So
I
I'm
don't-
sure
I don't-
he's your first sit too.
He is. Well, I was gonna probably say my first sit. Ooh, dude, honestly, this is gonna be crazy. Man, my sit. Let me see. Hmm. I guess. No, we already mentioned it, I'm sorry.
I mean, if you want to take Pacheco and just call it a day for your first sit.
We could if you want, but
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just looking because I had someone.
Yeah, like if you agree with me, that's completely fine. We can
I
move
do
on.
agree with you. I do agree. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you.
Yeah, you can't find nobody for your first sit.
I can't really. I mean,
I think I just said it right.
yeah, you did. You kind of took the words out of my breath.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say Shakir. Maybe.
I could take that honestly,
Maybe. I mean,
because like
We'll
you said,
see.
Keon Coleman's getting a lot more target shares. So is Dalton Kincaid.
I think Shakir maybe, because I'm not really big on him. I'm really not.
Yeah. My second start is Travis Etienne.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Cincinnati couldn't defend anything in that game, yet they still pulled off the win.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's pretty crucial.
Yeah, and T-Law likes to utilize ETN not only in the rush game but in the pass game as well. So he's more of that like dual threat type running back.
Yeah. No, you got a point there. I mean, I'm trying to think. Someone I might start. I don't know. You know who I might start? This is gonna be crazy. But I just from seeing that game, he really did impress me, and I have to say he impressed the football community as a whole. This is gonna be a little bit of a hot take. This is not really any soft options, but why not start maybe as a flex? Just saying, guys. I don't want to set you up. I don't want to set you guys up for failure. But what about Deebo Samuel?
Dude, his stock like went up a lot since he got paid.
What about why? What's going on? I mean, like, give him a shot.
Yeah,
Just
and
give him a shot
since
for
Terry
one-
busted, Deebo Samuel's stock went up since Terry got paid. So
Yeah.
I can honestly confidently agree with that.
Okay, good.
Didn't he
Yeah,
have a
Debo's-
touchdown last week?
He did. He had a diving touchdown. It was still got the speed, even though it was against the Giants, but still, not really crapping on them because they have a decent defense, but still, I mean, Debo Samuel, if they really play him right, which I feel like this Commanders, you know, offensive coordinator, like I mean, just everyone, I feel like they're gonna put Debo Samuel in a really good spot here. I think he's gonna. I think we're gonna see the return of Debo Samuel.
But
I'm not talking about crazy like 2021 stats from his peak, but I think we're gonna see maybe a few more good years of Debo Samuel.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
yeah, but
I think he still has it.
But
From
the-
that game against the
yeah.
Giants, Debo Samuel performed with a lot of confidence, and he looked very comfortable with Jaden Daniels. I mean, hell, who wouldn't if Jaden Daniels was their quarterback? But still, Debo Samuel's, having a good time. I just know it. I just know
Yeah.
he's just enjoying himself, and he's happy that like he doesn't really have to. I wouldn't I wouldn't say nervous, but like he's not overthinking about it. You know what I'm getting at?
Yeah, but the one kicker I do have with Debo though is that he's facing a very tough Packers defense who demolished a playoff contender this past year.
Right. That is true. Very,
So
very
if
true.
Jaden Daniels can't find his way out of the pocket and if he can't find him open, he's not gonna get much. Especially with
I
that
can
pass
agree.
rush with Micah Parsons now.
Yeah, I can agree. So I have a question if I said this as a start. But from his performance, I thought he did pretty okay. Like from watching a Monday Night Football game. How do you feel about like, I mean, what about Roma Dunze? And what about, I mean, trying to think. Roma
Ro-
Dunze did good. What about DeAndre Swift?
I really personally I didn't watch the Monday night game, so I would have to like
Okay.
look back at their stats real quick.
Okay, sorry. I didn't know if you watched the Monday night game or not. But all right, what about just all right, Roman Dunze did pretty well. I think DJ Moore got injured if I'm not mistaken.
I
DJ Moore-
believe DJ Moore did get hurt. So
DJ Moore did get hurt. I remember seeing that. Roman Dunze is still good. I would say obviously he should be one of your wide receivers 1 or 2. But I looked at DeAndre Swift. He didn't do bad. Let me. I mean, DeAndre Swift here's the numbers DeAndre Swift put up. Just against the game. Let's take a look here.
okay,
Hold
the
on.
Bears had
Sorry.
317
So
yards of
DeAndre-
total offense, and then let's see. What are the player stats at? Oh yeah. Caleb Williams
Well-
actually had more rushing yards than DeAndre Swift.
No, well, never mind. I thought wrong. I was probably talking about, well, perhaps, well, not much running backs really had. I just saw some pretty good rushes from DeAndre Swift, but I think at the end it kind of killed him. Cut that part out. I don't even know what I'm talking today.
Yeah, and DeAndre Swift really didn't show out much. Matter of fact, Caleb
Yeah,
Williams
in my
Caleb
head, I
Williams had
thought
more
he did.
rushing yards that game than DeAndre Swift did.
Yeah, that's crazy. I thought for some reason DeAndre Swift like performed pretty decent, but
Even though
not.
17 carries for 53 yards, but Caleb Williams had 6 carries for 58.
that's insane. And a rushing touchdown too.
Yep.
Well, forget that. I think we should just. I think we mentioned a few players, right?
Yeah,
I mean, also, why not start Isaac Tesla? We just mentioned about Tesla.
yeah, I mean, might as well give him an honorable mention to Isaac Tesla, but he's not one of my starts. But moving on from my next sit, I think my next sit should be any and all 49ers wide receivers.
like who? Ricky Purcell,
Um,
Jawan Jennings.
Yeah, I would say any and all 49ers wide receivers.
That wouldn't be bad. I mean, Brock Purdy's a very good quarterback, so see why not? I'm just
And a
surprised
lot of
Christian
his
McCaffrey.
passes went to Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I'm surprised Christian McCaffrey survived. You know, he he played a healthy game. It was very weird to see,
Yeah.
but yeah, Christian McCaffrey promised and delivered. So
Yeah.
for CMC fantasy owners, congratulations. He did not. I mean,
He
didn't
did
he have
not
that
get
calf?
injured.
Yeah, didn't he have that calf scare, that calf injury scare? Like
Yeah,
people
but
were
he
like,
came back into the game.
yeah,
Um,
crazy.
but yeah,
I
my
mean,
next start though is Emeka Ibuka.
oh my gosh.
Give
yeah.
a huge shout out to my man Emeka
Oh
Ibuka.
my gosh, dude, he is so good. Such a solid rookie. He might. I mean, who else are you gonna be thinking about that might be a top contender for offensive rookie of the year if
Po-
he keeps doing?
It, if anything other than Ashton Genty, yeah, Emeka Ibuka could potentially be a good candidate for offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah. Or if Hampton doesn't really put up the numbers everyone expects him to.
Or Travion
Um,
doesn't put up any of the numbers that we expect him to.
I mean, you got some pretty strong, like a rookie class wise running backs. So this could go either way still. This is just the first week. But Ikbuga, dude, he put up an amazing game. Amazing game.
Yeah, but he's going up against the Texans defense that let up more receptions, I feel like, than any other team did.
Yeah.
Considering
Agreed.
that Puka Nacua had like 10 catches even though he came off the field bloodied. Did you see that clip?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I forgot about that.
Puka Nacua like came off the field like bloodied in his face. Yeah, he came back in the game for 10 receptions for over 170 yards. Like that shit is just crazy.
It's badass, man. It's like a badass moment. That's like
He pulled
I'm
a
not trying to
JJ
be
Watt
all,
out there.
like Mr. Yeah, I'm not trying to be Mr. Old School. Like that's how the game's supposed to be played. Like 4 concussions, you're supposed to have a concussion each quarter. Like, I mean, we should be promoting safety, obviously, and that's what the NFL is trying to do each and every day. But still, dude, like that's gonna happen regardless injury, And Puka Nacua just still being out there regardless. That shows a lot of what he wants to put in for the team.
Yeah,
And that's why a lot of people, especially me included,
yeah,
love Puka Nacua as a player, not even for fantasy reasons, because he's got that dog in him, man.
yeah, that's just grit that he showed
Yeah,
right there.
exactly, he's great. So Emeka Ibuga, man, please start this. I mean, just pay attention to this guy. Just keep an eye out for this dude. 4 receptions, 67 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
Damn.
Um,
I think he deserves to be the dog of the week, man.
and then my final sit for this week, it's gonna be a hot take, despite how well he did against a very horrific defense last week.
Who you got?
It's got to be Daniel Jones. I'm sorry. It's got to be Daniel Jones. I hate to
So
admit it because he did phenomenal against the Miami defense.
Right. Well,
But his next test is Denver, who gave Cam Ward a hard time.
but what about? I mean, we might see a Cinderella story from Daniel Jones. If he beats the Broncos, do you know how much like the Giants are gonna get? They're gonna get shit on. They are gonna get shit on. SHIT. I'm telling you this because Daniel Jones put up such a miraculous performance. This is probably the best I've seen from his 70 starts. I think he had around 70 starts. And this is his stats. Ready? All right, here we go. He was 22 for 29, nearly passing for 300 yards, 272 to be exact, and just 1 passing touchdown. If he keeps this up, I think starting wise, you got to take a look at Michael Pittman. I started Tyler Warren. I was so happy when I saw Tyler Warren's numbers. Tight end wise, Tyler Warren did pretty good. So,
Yeah.
Um,
He completed 75% of his passes too.
he did. I'm telling you, if Daniel Jones keeps this up, I mean, what's gonna stop him? I mean, I think this might just be. I mean, this was against a very weak Dolphins defense because yet again, I wanted to point this statistic really caught my eye. It was, I mean, dude, I mean, this is their weak presence. It was just they only accomplished 1 sack and 8 pressures. That was a season low since week 9 of last year. So, um, yeah, I think the Colts really took advantage of of Miami's weakness and just the turnovers and everything. It was just a messy game for the Dolphins also. So, you're also they're also facing a well more disciplined team, the Broncos. That are going to be, yes, they are probably going to make a playoff appearance uh for this year. So, yeah, the competition has you know, it leveled up a little bit. So,
Yep.
I think that's gonna be a fun game to watch if Daniel Jones keeps up with this performance.
Yeah. All right. So now that we covered our start sets, let's go over some sleepers going into week 2. Like people,
Sleepers.
so like players we should keep a look upon as the season goes on, and maybe potential waiver wire pickups if anybody dropped them, or if nobody considered drafting him and they're still available. You should keep an eye on them, see how they do. If
Okay. All right. Well, no one's gonna really agree with me on this because of his not really the best performance, but just from seeing the Chargers and Chiefs game. What about Quentin Johnson?
yeah, matter of fact, he's actually number 5 on my top 5 waiver wires for week 2.
I mean, dude, I think Quentin Johnson just he had that was his game. He took initiative, and I think from this game, especially going against the Raiders for next week, I
Monday
think
Night Football in prime time.
yeah, I think Johnson, if he performs well again, I'm telling you, man, he will no longer be in that waiver. People are gonna pick him up like that.
Yep.
If he even puts up like I'm gonna say 10 or more points, if he's consistent, why not? And then what about I mean take a look at any Chargers. I mean you got McConkey, you got Johnston. I'm sorry, you got Lab McConkey, you got Quinn Johnson, and then Trey Harris.
Yeah.
I mean
Trey Harris entering his rookie year,
Trey Harris, he's a hot rookie to look at.
he had a little bit of a show.
Yeah. So I would say Trey Harris and Quentin Johnson, those two. I would keep my eye out for.
I would still keep my eye out on Javonte Williams, even though he had the game of his life last Thursday.
2 rushing touchdowns. That guy, Broncos legend.
I would still like keep an eye on him. He could
Please do.
be one to trade for, honestly.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I guess if we're talking about someone to keep an eye out for, I mean, perhaps, I don't know, this is gonna sound crazy, but what about the rookie from the Browns, Dylan Sampson?
He's actually my number 3. Yeah, he's my number 3.
Dude, this chemistry, baby. This chemistry.
Dylan Sampson got a lot more touches than Quinshon Judkins. Even though Judkins was out, Dylan Sampson
Yeah.
actually put on quite a bit of a show.
He did.
So
He really did. He put up 17 for his first week.
it's
So,
just not
he rushed the
bad.
ball. Yeah. But
He could
think
show a
about
lot
it,
less
but-
this week, knowing that Quinshon Judkins is signed now and he's going to be coming back.
right, but like think about this again. I mean like yeah, like he didn't really run the ball much, right? I think he rushed the ball like 12 times for nearly 30 yards. So I'm like, "Ooh, that's like people are looking about that and they're like, "Oh, that's
But
That's not-
then
that's
in
not
the
good at all.
receiving game, he showed something. Didn't he get some catches?
yes, he got 8 receptions in the game. 8.
He's definitely that
You know
receiving
how
back.
many
Let me tell you
points-
something. when Judkins can be the bruiser power back like he was at Ohio State, just imagine what Dylan Sampson could be in that committee backfield paired with Quinshawn. Like,
I could see it, man. I really can. If he keeps getting the presence where they're using him as like as a receiving threat, then I think his fantasy, I think he's gonna go up. Why do you think a lot of people? I mean, we're talking about the father of, I mean, if we're talking about running back wise, like that's like a receiving target, Christian McCaffrey. Why do you think he's so much of a value? Because the first question, like if you were to ask, why'd you pick up Christian McCaffrey, like regardless of injury, blah blah blah, because he's not only a running back, he serves his purpose as another target. He's a great receiver too. So if you find those dual threat like running backs, like that are both a good receiver and that can run the ball pretty decent, you're set. You're set. You don't have to worry about it. Like that can beat like any decent running back, like first running back, any day of the week.
yeah, I completely agree.
So Sampson, if he keeps it up with the receptions and how the Browns are going to use him, and if we keep seeing that performance, what we did against the Bengals, then I won't be surprised that he will be a flex or like running back too.
Yeah, and
Running back one's crazy, but I would say flex.
yeah. Matter of fact, tied with Dylan Sampson as my sleeper number 3 is actually another rookie from the Cleveland Browns, Harold Fannin Jr.
Yes. Talk about it.
8 catches for over 90 yards, and he also did phenomenal as the second string tight end behind David Njoku. Matter of fact, he got more exposure than Njoku himself.
Remember, we never saw the hype between, like, we never saw, I can't talk. We never saw the hype with Njoku. Never did.
And I was right to
mean,
sit him last week.
That was the right call, my friend. You didn't screw me over because I actually did bench Njoku. So, I want to give you credit for that, Nick. For my only fantasy win.
And that was with you
So-
sitting David Njoku.
Yep. And then that's where I put Tyler Warren into place. I'm like, I'm going to just do it. Put the rookie in.
And what I tell you, it paid off.
Exactly.
Um,
But yeah, man. I mean, I guess I'll try to fit in one more. It's so funny. I just got the notification someone added Quentin Johnson and dropped George Kittle.
oh my God.
I look at this. Look at this. Live reaction. Look at this. Can you read this?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to read the name, but it's kind of a weird name.
Yeah.
But so basically on my Yahoo Fantasy, added Quentin Johnson and dropped George Kittle. Look at that. We know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
No, but still, like, that's crazy. I'm telling you.
And
Very good. I mean, what about I guess like, what do you think about Cedric Tillman?
again, on the Cleveland Browns,
I mean, I know we can get out of this, but Cedric Tillman, I mean, a bunch of Browns players, man, like put out some pretty good fantasy numbers. So, are the Browns a team to pay attention? I mean,
I have a
we're
gut feeling
talking
that
about-
as long as Joe Flacco is their starting quarterback, you'll expect a lot of his weapons to be like really valuable fantasy targets. I feel like.
not even if he's quarterback, Shadur.
Oh,
I'm too broke to
Shadur.
even afford. I might just have to draw a watch because I am that broke. But still, you know what I'm getting at. I can read the time though, but I don't think it's Shadur's time.
no, it's not. Not right
It
now.
is
at
not
least.
Shadur's time. It's
Um,
not his time to shine.
If I can fit in one more too,
Sure.
Kayshon Boutte from the New England Patriots.
So yeah, I'm just laughing at his name. That's kind of it's funny.
It's Boutte. That's how you spell it.
Yeah, I thought so.
But
Does he got a booty though? Like,
hey, yo.
yeah, but like, what? I mean, if you're gonna be named that, what about like? I was gonna say one of the players' name, but I mean, I shouldn't. I was gonna say, yeah. Well, I'm like, yo, what about Nick Chubb?
Nah, man. But nah,
I'm
anyway,
joking. I'm joking.
Kayshon Boutte, 6 catches, 103 yards receiving for 16.3 against the Raiders.
Damn.
And he
Yeah,
did,
man.
he was like basically Drake May's main target all game last week.
Yeah, I was gonna say, um, pretty good from him. I'm trying to. I mean, I think we kind of got everything out of the way.
Yep, and then
We
again,
talked
he's
about
he's
Hollywood
going
too.
up against that Miami defense.
Kayshon Boutte, man, yeah, he dropped 16.3, and his projection was nuts. I mean, he had 6 out of 8 receptions, 103 total yards. So yeah, he did pretty well for himself. Still at a young age too. He's 23 years old, and but the thing about that is, I mean, people, I don't know, it says something about his shoulder, right? Is something going on with his shoulder still, or is that old news?
Nah, that's questionable. I feel like.
Yeah, because he's still listed as questionable, but I don't think it's really much of a concern. So I agree with you. I think start my boy Booty in. Get that booty on the field.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, sir.
So
Nah, but yeah.
now for my top 5 waiver wire pickups. We already mentioned a couple. We already mentioned all these names here, but I'm gonna run down my top 5. Number 5 is Quentin Johnston.
Right.
Number 4, Harold Fannin Jr. If you could get him.
Number 3.
Daniel Jones as a stash bench quarterback though.
Damn.
Number 2 is Dylan Sampson.
Right.
If you can get him on the waiver wire, or if you could trade for him, if somebody already picked him up, if you could trade for him, that would be a good stash for all you.
Right.
And then my number 1 waiver wire obviously is Hollywood Brown.
Right, because of Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy. Yeah. I mean, you got Hollywood Brown and Juju. I mean, yeah, you got a few others like Noah Gray and Travis Kelce, but still, I don't know. And I don't know if Isaiah Pacheco is going to be really used for the receiving end, but still, yeah, pay attention to Hollywood Brown. I think he's going to put up some pretty good numbers. But yet again, it's going to be risky because the Eagles are facing the Chiefs, if I'm not mistaken, no?
Yeah, it's going to be the Super Bowl rematch, Eagles-Chiefs.
That's going to be chippy, man. That's going to be an exciting game to watch.
It's like, give me my
Very
money
happy to see
now.
Yeah. You know, I want us to do something. I know it's not fantasy related, but just to get us out here, we are going to do record predictions, and we're going to keep track about this.
Record predictions, okay.
Yes. I want to tell you this, but I wanted to keep it a surprise. I know we're starting by week 2. We should have did this earlier, but now since this is our first episode, why the heck not? Let's do it.
Yep.
So we can keep track. All right. So I'm going to start off, if my computer can work.
Or should we do
Great.
like week-to-week predictions instead of like record predictions?
Week to week.
I think that would be much better though, because
Yeah.
that's easier to keep track upon, and we'll see who does better during the season.
Okay, we can do that.
So I'm starting off into week 2 as 10-6. Because if I check my weekly predictions video for week 1, let's see what I got right here. I got the Eagles right. I got the Chiefs wrong. So I'm 1-1. I got the Patriots wrong. So that's 1-2.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Steelers right. The Dolphins wrong. I got the Cardinals right, and I got my upset of the week wrong, which was the Giants over the Commanders, which then again, I don't know why I picked that as my upset of the week. I definitely should have picked
It's just being a delusional Giants fan. That's just how it goes.
yeah, I definitely should have picked the Chargers Chiefs as my upset of the week.
Yeah.
Um
Well, I guess some game. Let's talk about this. Some games to watch. I mean, fantasy wise, what's gonna put like big numbers for both teams? I have a feeling. Let's see. Well, I feel like. Hmm. Maybe Seahawks Steelers.
That could be something. That could be a game to watch.
That could be a pretty good game. I can't lie.
So yeah.
What do you think?
So what I think. Well, let's run through the schedule to the entire week. Get our picks and see what we can keep track of. So
Let's do it.
first things first. Thursday night football. Washington Commanders against the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau.
Who do I have? Well, Micah Parsons, who's now part of the Packers. He's loving it there. Packers were looking great, you know, from from the game I've seen. What do you call it? I mean, against the Lions. I kind of fell asleep in that game because it was just such a tiring day. But against the Lions, dude, this is gonna be crazy. I mean, I think the Packers might beat the Commanders.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that. The line's at Green Bay 3.5, and it's at home in Lambeau. So
Yeah, I think Packers got that, and I think it's gonna be very much of a back and forth game, neck to neck.
dude, yeah, Jaden Daniels against Micah Parsons. That kind of matchup.
Yeah, and yet again, I mean, Jordan Love is such an underrated quarterback. He was actually my fantasy QB, and I was in a championship with Jordan Love. So I don't want to hear from anyone that's like, oh, well, Jordan Love is this and that, and he's not really putting and projecting the numbers. And
Oh,
I'm not saying, I mean,
I was like, oh, shut up. He's got way better weapons now.
I think so too. I think Jordan Love is just now he's growing into himself as a player and a quarterback.
Yep.
He's becoming more mature. But yeah, so I'm gonna say Packers on this one. Giants Cowboys. I'm sorry, Giants fans, but you guys are gonna be 0-2. Give me the boys.
Yeah.
Um,
As much as
yeah,
I want
you're
to pick the
taking this.
Giants again, but I just can't this time. Based on
Yeah,
how
you
they looked
can't.
against Washington, I'm not
Yeah,
surprised. I
this.
can't be surprised to see how they're gonna look against Dallas. Give me the boys.
Yeah. Well, this might be. I don't know. I think the Steelers might beat the Seahawks.
The line is at not -2.5 in favor of Pittsburgh.
Yeah. So I think Steelers got that.
Yeah,
From
I can
seeing,
agree. I'd say Pittsburgh got that one.
yeah, I think they're gonna be 2-0, and Seahawks are gonna fall down in the NFC West. Speaking of the NFC West, Rams against Titans.
The line is
Well,
LA 5.5.
yeah, I
Um,
was gonna say the Rams.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, you have the reigning
like,
defensive rookie of the year on that defensive line in Jared Verse.
yeah, and then you said Cam Moore didn't do really so hot, right?
But it really wasn't his fault, though. That's why I removed him from
True,
Bust Anonymous.
true. Well, yeah, I think Rams got this, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
they'll start 2-0.
They're going to start 2-0. Bills and Jets.
See,
I mean,
that game is going to be fun to watch, though.
I feel like, you know what? Like when you say Bills and Jets, you're like, why are we even paying attention? The Bills are gonna win, but I feel like the Jets got a lot of heart and soul out there. I think, I'm not even lying when I'm telling you this, Nick. I think the Jets played with so much grit, with so much heart, and it was just such a tragic way to end because they could have easily, I wouldn't say easily, but just like, I mean, I'm just talking about pulling through in the fourth quarter. Like they were there. They were like just yards away just from field goal range. I mean, that devastating fumble. I know. I don't want. I mean, I've seen a lot of Jets fans walk out as MetLife Stadium happy from like seeing those Snapchat stories and just everyone in general like commenting on the post. Like they were very proud of that team, and I think this is gonna be probably my game to watch. I mean, AFC East. I think just watch any of those two. Like Patriots and Dolphins are matching up with each other, but I think Patriots are gonna take this dub.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing: the line is Miami minus 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
But based on how they looked against Indy, I think the Patriots are gonna
No.
capitalize and take advantage on the road. So
Yeah.
give me New England.
Yeah, you gotta give me New England. You got so many other people. I mean, you got Henderson, you got Drake May. I mean, Drake May. I like Drake May still. I mean, you got a great quarterback class, including him and much others. So, what's so great about the Dolphins? I don't know. Just from seeing Tua's performance, I mean, I know it's not gonna be like that every week, but still, I'm pretty surprised that the Patriots are defined as the underdogs here on the sports books. But give me the Pats, man. Give me them with a two-score lead. Why not? Maybe like a
Um,
field goal and touchdown ahead if Dolphins play sloppy again.
yeah. Next game I think is gonna be my upset of the week. Jacksonville at Cincinnati.
Ooh. Well, yeah, I mean, Jaguars wise, you got a pretty talented offense. You got Brian Thomas.
Travis Hunter, Travis Etienne.
You get, well, you got a really scary offense. Young team, and especially the Bengals' performance against the Browns, barely beating them by 1 point.
Yeah, and
I don't think you're insane for saying that the Jaguars could possibly beat the Bengals. But
uh,
I mean, it depends on how much receptions and target shares Jamar Chase and T. Higgins gets. I mean, the Bengals still don't have a really that much of a good-looking O-line.
yeah,
So
and that D line in Jacksonville actually has a very decent pass rush with Trayvon Walker and Josh Hines Allen.
heck yeah.
Foye
Yeah, I would say-
Oladipoon covering the inside.
Well, give us the Jags, man.
Yeah,
Give us the
Jags upset of the week.
Bam.
Sound the alarm,
Yes.
but give me the
Eh.
Jags.
Yep. I think the Bengals, I mean, I don't know. I just hope I wouldn't call them like really much of a fool's gold kind of team, you know? Like people are like, "Oh my gosh, the Bengals are gonna do like," but still from that Browns game, even that they won, I think a lot of Bengals fans can like agree with me on this when I say like I don't know, like I I kind of expected more for the Bengals. And
Yeah, I really did too, if I'm being honest with you.
yeah, but we'll see. I mean, it depends also on Chase Brown. It depends on the how the offense is going to work around the pressuring Jaguars D line. So, but Jaguars, I feel like this is going to be a close one.
Um,
Um, 49ers and Saints. Give me the
40,
Niners.
49ers.
It's not even a train of thought.
The
I
line
don't
is
really
only
know.
at -3.5 for San Francisco, but I think it should be way higher.
I think so too. That point spread's crazy, bro. You said minus 3.5?
-3.5.
Holy crap. Yo, take that point spread. I mean,
I would
you
say
get
like
fan-
-7.5.
yeah, go to Sportsbook while you can and take that. I would say that's like the bet of the week. I mean, take it while you have the chance. It's Wednesday going on to Thursday night. So, I mean, but this video might be released Thursday or Friday. But yeah, we still got a lot more games to cover.
Yeah.
Let's try to do like all right. We're just gonna
Let's see.
try to do
Cleveland and Baltimore.
yeah, we're gonna do it very fast. Cleveland, Baltimore, give me Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore -11.5. I'm actually considering that as my lock of the week.
Yeah, that's a lock for sure. Ravens are gonna get them. Derrick Henry had such an amazing performance, and not to mention Zay Flowers, like you said before. I I just hope. I mean, the Ravens have always been a consistent, dominant, rush-heavy offense. I think they're just gonna. I don't know. It's just gonna be too intimidating for the Browns. I mean, yeah, I guess you got Myles Garrett, of course, but like I said, I never really believe in the whole phenomenon of one man can stop a whole entire offense, especially the Ravens. So, give me the Ravens.
Yep. Denver and Indy. Denver
Give me
minus one and a
Denver.
half.
Wow.
That's gonna be interesting. Denver and Indy. That is tough to pick.
Yeah.
Indy is
I
at
think
home though.
no. Yeah, but like you said, like, do you? All right. Let me ask you a question here. From seeing Daniel Jones' performance, and especially him on a new team, do you think he can, flip this Colts team around and make them a solidified, respectable AFC contender?
Um,
Like, what do you think? Like,
I mean, I guess it just kind of depends on, like,
cause, right? I mean, did
there's a,
Daniel Jones always have that potential? Because remember just seeing that Giants playoff run? They beat the Vikings. I mean, they got eliminated by the Eagles. Literally got dominated, but still, I'm not even talking about that. Did Daniel Jones always have that in him? Did the Giants coaching fail? I mean, there's a lot of questions that are gonna be answered, I feel like, from this game alone. But I think the Broncos are still gonna outshine the Colts. Bo Nix is gonna be Bo Nix is just such a great quarterback. I've probably said it so many times. I sound like Chris Collinsworth when he talks to Mahomes, how I do with Bo Nix. But Bo Nix, he's got such a rocket arm, man. Crazy, crazy talent. He kind of, I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, I know we didn't exist during that time, but he could perhaps be the next John Elway.
I mean, again, it really depends on what kind of production he puts up with the weapons he has. Like,
But I would say it's going to be good for people that have Marvin Mims or Cortland Sutton, especially Sutton. I feel like Sutton's going to pop off this game. I really
yeah,
do.
or even Mims. Mims could pop off as
And
well.
Mims, yes, because Mims was a great replacement when Sutton, remember that
And hot take, I think RJ Harvey is gonna have himself a great day.
against the Colts. Well, yeah, it depends how the Broncos, carry themselves. They gotta go fast. They gotta be fast with it. They can't wait. They can't be going back and forth like it's battleship.
Yeah,
They gotta they gotta
I
take
think this is like my top.
initiative.
Yeah, I think this is like our toughest pick here. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to say, give me Denver on this one. Like you said, like we
Yeah.
said before, Denver is the sleeper team in the AFC, and if you really want to watch out for them, I mean, they have a very dangerous offense. They have a very dangerous defense, and both teams do right now at this point in the season. But honestly, just give me Denver.
Yeah. I think you're gonna have to give me Denver too there, Nick. I love the Colts. I think they're doing pretty good, but still, I don't know. I think Denver's gonna get this one.
Uh,
But yeah,
Carolina
so
and Arizona.
Carolina, Arizona. Give me from seeing that Jaguars game. You know what? I think the Cardinals are gonna take this one.
Yeah, you think they go 2-0?
Yeah, I think Trey Benson might be doing good too. And that's someone that I mean, I know he did. I think he only put eight points up for fantasy. His projection was very low. But this could perhaps be a good game for Trey Benson or another name that's also people don't really talk about. Perhaps Michael Wilson.
Yeah. Another name
Michael
people don't talk
Wilson.
about either on the Cardinals, Greg Dortch.
Yeah, there's a lot of sleepers for Cardinals. I mean, Cardinal players, man. I mean, James Conner. You got Kyler Murray. He's a pretty decent quarterback. You got and Trey McBride, one of the best tight ends in the league. I mean, you got a lot of people that have a good organized offense, and I feel like the Cardinals can be, I mean, if we're excluding, the 49ers, the Cardinals can perhaps, make a wild card appearance. They could probably have a respectful record. I think they can follow through. I think they got this against the Panthers.
Yeah.
I'm not really thinking much about this one, because I know Bryce Young didn't really perform so hot against the 26-10 lost against the Jaguars.
Nah, he really wasn't that hot.
No.
But I think this is the game where Bryce Young actually picks it up and does a lot better though.
Yeah. I think
Uh,
Bryce Young just
and besides, the Cardinals just rarely beat out that Saints team when in reality I think they should have just blown them out.
they should have, yeah. It should have not been that close of a game. And that's what we're talking about, sloppy play. It just really defines of how you're going to carry yourself and your team. And this might be another one, like another close game to take a look at. Because you got some pretty decent weapons depending how Bryce Young performs from the Panthers side. I mean, who, don't you have Xavier Legette?
I don't have Xavier Legette. I was gonna pick him up, but
Why not? Xavier Legette's pretty. I feel like he could be someone to take a look out for.
yeah, I have a gut feeling that he may be someone to have a lookout for, like we said in week 0, because Adam Thielen
And then,
already got shipped off. Jalen Coker's on the IR, and he'll more than likely be the wide receiver too behind Ted McMillan.
for sure. And McMillan's still pretty good. I like him. And Chuba is. A lot of people have Chuba as their starting lineup. So this Panthers offense has a lot of potential. It just depends on how bad they want this win against the Cardinals.
I think this is where we come to our first disagreement. You got Arizona. I say give me Carolina.
I think we need to place a wager on this.
This is pretty close. I mean, this is our first like little disagreement.
I will give you my Angry Bird stuffed Cardinal if the Cardinals lose.
Your stuffed Cardinal. If the Cardinals lose.
or a Michael Wilson card. I don't know.
I would take the stuffed Cardinal. I bet I'll put it in the back. I'll put.
Compared to a Michael Wilson signed card.
Nah.
Or you already said it. You already said it, Nick.
I'll take
already
the
said it.
Cardinals card. No, I'll take the Cardinal plushie and put it in the background there.
Good. All right, fine. Then that's a bet. If all right, but then what if what do I get if the Panthers lose? We'll have that little nice plushie as your setup. We gotta like
I mean, I don't want to like offer up something, but like at least some sort of like a bet or some sort of a wager.
okay. How about hold on. Sorry, hold on. I'll be right back.
Yeah, but there's got to be some sort of wager I could put on the table for this game. Like, I'll think about it though. I'll think all kind of wager I could put down for the Panthers Cardinals game. So, if the Panthers lose, yeah, that's gotta be tough. I think I don't know. I don't know what kind of punishment I want to think about. What kind of punishment should I think about for?
I don't know what would be a good bet for I give you my Cardinals push. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll figure that out.
Yeah. We'll figure it out down the line. Next up. Did we talk about Bears lines yet?
No, he didn't, but I'm just gonna end it quickly. Just give me the Lions.
Yeah. Lions need to bounce back after losing to the Packers, and they are at home, so give me the Lions.
Yep.
We did that. Yep. Eagles Chiefs probably the game of the week.
Mhm. All right, wait. I got a good one. You gotta find this though. If the Panthers lose, I want a cardboard cutout of Bryce Young.
A cardboard cutout of Bryce Young.
A fat head, yes.
Oh my god.
Or I I mean something like that. Yeah. I think that's pretty funny. Or get like a fat head of him. I'll put it in my background.
A Bryce Young fathead and put him in your background there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
That's not I mean, is that even available? Can you get that? Like a
Oh,
I wanna
hold
search
on.
that up first.
Hold on, we'll have to see.
Alright. Well, you kinda can. Wait.
Yeah, there's fathead.com, and then you have athletes
Wait,
Bryce Young. Oh no, the freaking website is down.
There is a cardboard cutout of Bryce Young.
Wait, there
There's
is a
no
cardboard
way.
cutout?
Wait, I gotta take a look at this. This is freaking hilarious.
Wait, what?
There is a there is a cutout, but it's not him. It's not it is him, but it's just like him with basic clothing on. That's weird.
I know, that is odd. You need him in the Panthers uniform.
Alright. Alright, here's the bet. Ready, guys? Since we agreed, Nick, who do you pick for the Cardinals and Panthers game?
I picked the Panthers.
Alright. I picked the Cardinals. So here's the wager. If the Cardinals lose, I have to give Nick my Angry Birds Cardinal plushie that I've been holding on to since I was 9 years old, that I sleep with almost every night. And yes, I am scared of monsters in the dark still. But if I win, Nick has to give me a cardboard cutout of some kind of Bryce Young, so he could protect those monsters from me while I'm sleeping.
Okay, bet.
Or you can give me a Panthers nightlight. I don't care either. Either or.
A Panthers
Either-
nightlight.
Either one of those two. Or you can give me a cat.
A boy, cat
You
is a
can-
mouth.
you can- those are your three options. Bryce Young cardboard cutout, Panthers nightlight, or a cat.
Hold on.
Pick the cheapest option. It could be the cat. You never know.
I'll have to see.
We will talk about that, but we should do a live. We should watch that game live.
Yeah.
Me and you.
Actually, there is a Carolina Panthers nightlight.
No way.
Yep, it's on NFL
Get
Shop.
out of town.
There is a Panthers
ha-
nightlight.
Yeah, wait, let me see this. I'm not gonna lie. That is kind of fire. I'm not even a Panthers fan. Yeah. The
Don't
nightlight
that
it
look
is.
fire?
That looks really cool. I'm 22 years old, and now I'm thinking of getting a Carolina Panthers nightlight.
And that helmet
But
LED lamp too. That looks really sick.
But still, I think, or, I mean, unless if you, do you want the plushie or do you want a cardboard cutout? Because now I want, are you still following through with the Cardinal plushie?
I'm
Or
still
no?
following through with the Cardinal plushie.
You want that plushie, don't you?
Yeah, I want that for the back of my setup.
You're just gonna put that on your shoulder or something. I know you're gonna set it up in a stupid spot too. You're gonna like dangle it in the ceiling fan. It's getting hot in here. I can't wait.
Either that or
this is a
give me like a nice little shoulder patch. I can put it on my shoulder,
fun-
and then my other shoulder
should.
has the title belt.
Oh God, man. Yo, ooh, that title belt might be mine.
Oh yeah.
If you, no, I'm not talking about for this week, but maybe Super Bowl props wise, I got to take the belt. I'm joking, but that is our wager now. So now we got some high stakes in this Cardinals Panthers game. Now we got something to look forward to.
Yeah, now we got some stakes on the line. But anyway, let's finish out on a quick note here. Eagles Chiefs. Taking the Eagles. They're still hot. Coming off
Eagles.
of that win against the
Give me
Cowboys.
Yep, give me Eagles.
Sunday Night Football, Falcons against the Vikings.
Vikings. Definitely Vikings. I
Yeah.
think JJ McCarthy now has the confidence to lead his team after the big win against the Bears. Falcons will be nothing but a breeze, unless if he gets in his own head.
Yeah,
And
unless
also,
Michael Penix puts up like a generational sort of performance.
perhaps you are right, but maybe Jordan Mason could pop off. You also got Adam Thielen. You know, he's back in Minnesota. He's feeling good. You got Justin Jefferson. You got that nice tutty. That was a really. I want to take a look. That's probably one of my favorite plays I've watched from all the games. Was that tight pass to Justin Jefferson, as he tumbled around. He got it right there, and that play, that was just huge from not only Jefferson's part, but from J.J. McCarthy. And after seeing that, and J.J. McCarthy getting his confidence or his swagger back, I guess some would say. But I think I think they're gonna have a field day with the Falcons. I'm not gonna lie. So give me the Vikings.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. And
Yeah,
I'm looking at that touchdown right now. What was it? The first one?
I believe it might be the second one. It was definitely because I think McCarthy rushed in first, and I think he threw it to Jefferson. I think there was like 3, 4 defenders around it. It was just such a tight window.
Yeah, and he
Like
threw that
something could
into
have went
very nice.
so wrong.
He threw that into a double coverage type window. Yeah, he's able to put it right on the money.
Right in the middle. Beautiful pass.
Monday Night Football double header. We got the Buccaneers against the Texans.
Oh God, that double header's gonna make me stay up till 2. Um, what was it?
Buccaneers against Texans.
Well, I think Buccaneers got this.
Yeah, I agree. They go 2-0.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't know about C.J. Stroud. I can't lie with you.
And then the West Coast game, we got the Los Angeles Chargers against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Boy, this shouldn't even be a question. Give me Madison Beer's boyfriend. Give
Jay Herbie.
Jay Herbie, baby. Yo, he's got. I know. Like, I drift off a lot of the time, but I like to get some pop culture in this show.
Yeah.
I mean, what's your thoughts on that whole thing? I mean, you know Madison Beer, right?
I feel like that whole relationship thing between Beer and Justin Herbert was just a meme. I always thought it like that.
Right, but I don't think it's a meme, my friend. They've been spotted around, you know, in L.A., South Cali, those spots. I think those two are official, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm
Not
not
that
entirely sure. I mean, I'll have to do more research on it, but
I mean, look, Justin Herbert's a very good-looking man, so I don't know. I think honestly, this is. I mean, I don't want to get all weird and stuff, but like, think about it. Him and Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts, those 3 guys are probably the dreamiest NFL quarterbacks.
Joe Burrow being the dreamiest, I feel like.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's first, then Jalen Hurts.
No, I disagree with that. I think it's Burrow, then
No.
Herbert, then Jalen Hurts.
All right, I think why? Because Herbert has a flow in his hair.
You gotta love the flow, dude.
Yeah, but dude, Jalen Hurts got a better face card, dude. Come on now. It's too late for this.
Nah.
Look, yo, but in all seriousness, no. Those are my top 3. And then Josh Allen has Haley Steinfeld.
Patrick Mahomes has Brittany.
Oh, well, she's okay. She's
Yeah.
alright. But I'm not gonna lie, Justin Herbert, after that the dating scene with Madison Beer, I think they're gonna win the AFC Championship.
The Chargers still in their second Super Bowl in franchise history.
You never know. And then you get to have Madison Beer to thank. She'll be the queen of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You'll hear it from me first. I
Kind of
don't
like
care.
how Taylor Swift was the queen in KC after she got with Travis Kelsey.
Well, I guess, but she's very controversial, Taylor Swift. No one really knows that Madison Beer's a singer. I found that out like 2 years later after I knew who she was on TikTok. I'm like, who's that? She's beautiful. But, I think honestly Madison Beer, I feel like she's more likable too. I mean, she's not really, I mean, she's famous, but she's not like Taylor Swift level famous, so not many people know her. I mean, except for people our age and stuff, but yeah, she is I don't know.
Hmm.
We'll see what happens. I mean,
But yeah,
I'm predicting an undefeated season from the Chargers.
courtesy of Madison Beer. Anyway, guys, so let's go over it real quick. Packers over Commanders, Jaguars over Cincy in an upset of the week, Cowboys over Giants, Lions over Bears, Rams over Titans, Patriots over Dolphins, Niners over Saints, Bills over Jets, um, Steelers over Seahawks, lock of the week, Baltimore over Cleveland, Denver
Yep.
over Indy. Our only disagreement was Carolina and Arizona, and that's where we have like a little wager going.
We have a very important wager.
I win, I get the Cardinal plushie. He wins, he gets the nightlight.
Nightlight, and I'm gonna make sure to take a picture and put it on the Instagram story.
I bet. Then we have
Gonna s-
Eagles
but
over Chiefs, Vikings over Falcons, Buccaneers over Texans, and Chargers over Raiders.
mark
So
it down.
mark it
That's
down,
what we got.
folks. I'm
So
I'm currently 10-6. I'm not sure what your predictions were for
I
week
got
one.
nothing. I got no stats. I hopefully will be 16-0, but I heavily doubt that will happen.
So
But
yeah, just for the sake of the show's sake, we'll just go on a clean slate. Um, we'll be 0-0 going into week 2, and then we'll tally it up all the way to week 18.
sounds good.
All right. So, thank you all for tuning in to the fantasy football recap for week 1, and until week 2 into week 3, I'll see y'all later, guys. Peace out.
Sayonara. Hasta luego. Buenas noches. Good night.